guys, it is Tuesday. This is my morning clothes. It's the 25th of Feb. And actually the sun is shining, which is amazing, but I've woken up and I feel so dizzy. Like my head is just spinning. I hate that feeling, because you just feel like you can't really safely like do anything, because I feel like I could pass out. So I'm just trying to be still for a sec. I'm going to shower and hair wash, do my makeup, because we've got to be somewhere wedding related. I'm so nervous. I'm really nervous. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I don't know, like, obviously it's the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm like, what do I say? What do I do? What, like, how does this work? And also, like, I am excited. Like, I'm smiling. I can't stop smiling. I am very excited about it, but it's scary. It feels very, very grown up. I think that's what's most scary about it. It feels very grown up. And also, like, genuinely me and Ben have been talking about getting married and when we get married and when we have a wedding since we were 14. So 15 years later, it's a long time to have been talking about something, and then for it to finally be here, I'm feeling the kind of like nervous excitement that I got before going back to Disney World, because we booked that like a year and a half before we went, and then when it was finally there, it was like, oh my god, all this time. So can you imagine 15 years? And now we're finally getting married, and it's just mind-blowing. So yeah. I haven't told anyone. I've told 2 people, maybe 3. Haven't told anyone. I've told 3, 5, 6. I've told 2 people, and I've told them not to tell anyone, and I've only told one of them because I need their help with something to surprise everyone else with whatever we do decide on this day. It's a lot. And the other person was my nan, just because, yeah, I wanted to tell my nan. So let's go have breakfast and sit down. Got my peppermint tea with manuka honey in. I'm just sitting under a blanket. Okay, I've had a shower, had a hair wash, put on sun cream to try and make my rash go down. And although I don't feel like really very good still, I'm gonna have to get ready because I have to go to this wedding thing, which I'm gonna tell you about when I'm ready to leave. Because I can't even think about it right now because it makes me so nervous that I might throw up. I might throw up also just because I'm super dizzy and unwell, but you know what I mean.
When you came over, my heart was on its way out. I wasn't sober, and I was thinking out loud. I spoke of your bravery, your wit and audacity, of coming over and letting go of it all. Please move close to me. You love differently, so move close to me, love.
Okay, this is what I'm wearing. Dress from ASOS, a little regular choice Beauty and the Beast bag. This top is Lazy Oaf Esther. I've got Beauty and the Beast shoes on too, and lilac socks. So I'm ready to leave, and I'm ready to tell you guys what we're doing, which is that we are going to the church to meet with the vicar, priest, different people keep telling me he's called different things. Him, the guy from the church. And we might end up with the wedding date after today. Oh my god, I'm really nervous because it feels very grown up and scary, but excited. So yeah, we're running late, so let's go.
2 a.m. in the car playing our favorite song.
Hey guys, oh, sorry, wrong with my lens. So we're back. I'm so excited. I feel really emotional because it's like the first wedding thing we've done together since we got engaged, and I realised that very, very soon it will be 6 months since we got engaged, which has just flown by. That's just crazy. But yeah, really special. It was amazing. We went to meet with the church, and I'm not a religious person, but I am spiritual, and that is our family church. Like, my grandparents were married there, my parents were married there, I was christened there, so was my brother. All of our family funerals are there. Like, it is just my family church. I also lived right around the corner from it for a year, but my family actually do still live like 5 minutes from it. And it's actually just the most beautiful church. Like, it's epic, like it's huge and just stunning, and I think it will be really, really special. Even on the way over there, you know, it just felt really special that my grandparents got married there and now we'll be getting married there. I don't know, and my parents, and that I was a baby and christened there. Like, it just is lovely. And he was really, really nice. The I don't know if he's a vicar or a priest. I should probably have learnt that. He just said his name, so like that's what I know him as. But he was really, really lovely. He made us really, really comfortable. And after, I said, is it okay if we go and have a look in the church? Because the last time I was there was for a funeral and I barely even like looked up. And I can't remember the last time I would have been there when it would have been like quiet and no one around. And Ben would have been there for that funeral as well, and he's never been in there. I'm trying to think through all my family stuff. I don't think he's ever been there for anything other than a funeral, so obviously that's completely different. And so going in there today with it empty and just being able to wander around, and like, you know, he was telling us like, this is where you'll stand, and that's where you'll walk in, Jess. And I was just like, ah! It felt very real. And actually I kept saying like, oh, I really hope, like, you know, I really want a long walk up. I want like a long aisle to walk up when I come in. It's long, so everyone's gonna get a good look at me. I better not fall. I fell over twice. I fell over when we were going in, and I fell over coming out. I don't know if it was nerves and excitement or what, but then I was like, it's fine, I'm getting it out of my system before we actually get married here. So yeah, I'm on a high. I was having a really bad day, feeling really rough, and I do still feel really rough, but it's really cheered me up because it just was so special. And it's got us really excited. I feel like a lot of the stuff we've talked about up until now has been like, obviously all just stuff that's in theory. So to actually get to a place where like stuff's being done just makes it feel very real. And yeah, I'm just really happy, and it was lovely. So yeah, and also I love this outfit. I had in my mind that this top and this dress would look cute together. It's even cuter than I imagined, so I'm really, really chuffed. And I don't want to take it off. Normally when I get in, I'd get straight into comfies, but we just watched a couple of episodes of Schitt's Creek on Netflix whilst I had something to eat because I did not have lunch. And I think actually tonight it's pancake day, so I think we're just going to skip dinner and have pancakes. I think that's a vibe. Also, I love pancake day. It was always really special with my nan. So I also think it's kind of special that we went to the church today and it was on pancake day because of my nan. And like, yeah, I don't know, there was a lot of weird things as well that have happened today that are making me think it's all like good vibes, good omens. On the way up there, there was just a rat in the middle of the path. There's no litter around that area ever. Just a random, my favourite like Quality Street sweet. It was just on the middle of the floor, like. And then oh, other stuff I can't tell you to do with other people, but like, I don't know, just special numbers and like, I don't know, just a lot of like good omens. So I'm gonna go get into some comfies. Hey guys, welcome to a new weekly vlog. Today is Monday the 28th, I'm going to say boldly, I don't really know, of September. And yeah, I've been gone a while. This is the first time I'm picking up the camera in weeks, and I will kind of discuss that with you real soon. I'm just tidying up my bedroom a little bit. Yeah, I have been doing a 3-week pain clinic course. So we'll go into that. Here's today's outfit. Got this lilac long cardigan on with this lettuce hem white t-shirt and these giraffe print flares. Cute. All from ASOS, obviously. And this comes inside it. And you can see I'm surrounded by autumnal things that I've added into the room. But yeah, I've got some wedding planning stuff to get on with. I'm still keeping it very secret squirrel because I'm planning a surprise to tell my nearest and dearest. Hi! And so, yeah, I'm not revealing anything yet, but I can't wait to be able to share it with you. So yeah, I've got to make sure my notepad's out of shot, I suppose. By the way, I'm normally the queen of the cutest stationery, and this pen is hideous, but it is so nice to write with. Because I have problems with the joints in my hands and in my fingers because of my lupus. Yeah, I just struggle with writing. This pen is the easiest pen. Here you go, just in case anyone's actually interested, if you have problems with your hands or anything. Cleo, get off my laptop, please. Honestly, don't walk across the whole keypad. Thank you. Best thing I ever taught my cats, how to give kisses. Anyway, this pen is great for basically if you've got hand problems or anything like that. Let me tell you, it's a very strange time to be planning a wedding. I'm having to seriously consider all our options because obviously weddings just went back down to 15 guests. And what we want and what we're planning just won't work with 15 guests. So I'm making a plan B, C, D, E, F, G. Hey, good morning. So I'm straight out of the shower. I don't just walk around in this. And I'm just about to do my makeup. I can't decide what I want to wear today at all, so I'm just going to do like a natural looking makeup. Like, I don't think I'm going to do a colour because then it doesn't really matter what I wear. Yeah, and we're going to see our families. We're just going to drop in on my parents, my nan, my brothers. That's what we're doing. Hey, this is my hair and makeup. I dried my hair. I just blow dried it. And this is my face. I don't know what to wear still, so I need to go pick an outfit now. Hey, so this is the outfit I've gone for. This little floral plissé top from ASOS. This love heart print cardigan from Daisy Street at ASOS. And then these jeans, which I've had for ages, and I think they're Forever 21. I think. Yeah. Now I've got to pick shoes. Hey, my cats are going wild. We're home. And I'm in my comfies and I've put my hair up. And I've got editing to do, so that's what I'm going to do on the sofa here, but I feel freezing. Why is it so cold? It feels like the coldest autumn ever. I'm not complaining actually, I love the cold, but I feel really cold. I almost like get the cold in my bones since I got ill. I need to warm up. Hey guys, it is 20th of October, it's a Tuesday. Yesterday was mad. I did film a tiny amount. Yeah, I moved this room around and cleared out some drawers and cupboards and stuff. Just trying to make more room for things. Especially now I'm filling my house with wedding stuff. No, if I should talk about it in this video. I'm going to talk about it and then I can always remove it if I need to. Only because I wanted like those that are invited to our wedding and who I'm sending this stuff to know before I put it out on the internet, and they might see it that way. But we have booked our wedding. It's really soon. We booked it actually a while ago, quite a while ago. But then obviously there's lots of ups and downs and questions around COVID. And also that put a spanner in the works of the way I wanted to tell people. So I didn't want to just tell people, oh hi, we've booked a wedding. I wanted to give them the save the dates. And our feeling is that we're going to go ahead as if we're planning a full-size wedding with everyone we love. We're giving everyone those save the dates, and if we have to cut down near the time, then that's what we'll have to do, and we'll have to let those people know who can't come. That's what everyone's having to do that's getting married now. We very easily could put it off till the following year or the next year or the next year, whatever. But we don't want to. We're ready to get married. We really want to get married soon, and yeah, so that's the plan. We're getting married. I'm actually having a wedding. It's real, there's a wedding. So yeah, but I was having problems with the save the date stuff because some of it was coming from Europe and postage was all messed up because of COVID. So then I had to like start from scratch because I knew exactly what I wanted for the save the dates, and I knew that I wanted the save the dates to be the first time people knew about the wedding. And then for our like nearest circle, I made up little boxes, made it really special, like a little present, and I did all the packaging exactly how I wanted it. And then obviously anyone else that we either isn't our immediate family and wedding party, or lives too far away, they're getting those in the post. So still beautifully packaged because and you know what, we've just given them out to our parents and my maid of honour and my brothers, my nan, and a couple of Ben's ushers, groomsmen. And yeah, it's just been really lovely because I agonised over the way I wanted these to look, and I had a set idea and I wasn't going to budge, and that's what I wanted. And then at the end, because it was taking so long and everything was getting held up with the postage, and I just started getting frustrated and thinking, oh, is anyone even going to care? Is anyone even going to notice? But every single person has like picked up on the packaging, said, oh my god, it's too pretty to open, and they've like awkwardly slid it out instead of actually undoing the way that I've packaged it, which is so sweet. It means that people really do notice and appreciate it and like it, and so that I'm really, really pleased that I went with my heart and my gut and did exactly what I wanted. I'm only getting married once, it's got to be perfect. So yeah, I've just been making up some of the save the dates. I literally have 4 left to make up and I've run out of the string. So I've got to go get more of the string. But yeah, I'm really doing a wedding heavy day today because now people know. I all of a sudden feel very like, oh my god, it's real. I've got to actually get my arse in gear and start doing a lot of wedding stuff quickly. So I've already at this point had a wedding planner and fired a wedding planner. And everybody that knows me in real life that I've told that to has said that I'm Monica Geller, and I was expecting this my whole life anyway because I've always been compared to Monica. Slash Phoebe, because everyone now keeps bringing it, you know when Phoebe fires Monica and she's like, you're fired, everyone keeps doing that to me, so yeah, whatever. It was just not a great experience. It just was unorganised from the get-go, and to me that was like the main reason I wanted them, was to help me organise my wedding. And then they weren't organised at all. Like, they kept cancelling meetings, moving them. They're in face, now they're on the phone. kept quoting our budget wrong, told us our budget was too small for what we want, which I know it's not, because I've spent the year that we've been engaged researching, because I really didn't want to be heartbroken, so I spent literally a year researching, okay, I really want this at my wedding, how much on average does that cost, and I really want this at my wedding, how much on average does that cost, and adding it all up, and I know it can fit. And also researching, you can find blogs on weddings that cost within your budget, like the amount your budget is. So I did that, and also I've been to weddings and I've known their budgets because they're close friends, and like I know what I can get basically for my money. So they were a company that had things in-house. They had like their own musicians and a warehouse full of their own props and lighting and chairs, and that was what Ben liked about them. They were actually Ben's favourite. I found like 10, and then we whittled it down to 5 because I said if 10 get back to me I'm going to be overwhelmed. So we went with our top 5. That was Ben's favourite though, and yeah, we went with those because in Ben's mind, you know, if they've got everything under one roof and it's what we like, that's even easier. And I was like, yeah, I see that logic. But the problem with that was they seemed completely like not willing to budge and actually go and look for what I want. It was just kind of the attitude of like, you'll have what we've got or nothing. And like, I want an unusual wedding and I want an unusual wedding setting. I want a woodland wedding, but I want to actually be in the woods. Like, I don't want it in a field, I don't want it in a barn, I want to be in the woods. And I told them that, and I said that there was a woodlands that's kind of where I've grown up and I love it, and I would love it to be there because me and Ben have spent so much time there over the years. And they were just like, oh, okay, well you should just go down there and ask the farmer and blah, and I was like, isn't that exactly what I'm hiring you for? Like, a big part of what we talked about with them was venue sourcing because of the fact that we're both chronically ill, me and Ben, and so I thought, you know, a wedding planner will have a better knowledge of woodland spaces that you can hire out for things, or woodland wedding venues, than I will. But when I brought that up, they didn't seem to know anything, and then put it on me to just go and find a farmer. Like, it was just bad. It was just bad vibes as well, and I just cut it off before it even really went anywhere. So now what I'm doing is I'm back to the drawing board. I am going to reach out to a few more planners. I'm honestly feeling like we only need partial planning now. Ben's still on the fence. He really wants full planning from a wedding planner, and that's what we were going for. But because of this experience, and because of the fact that I pushed really hard with my vision and what I wanted for these save the dates, and got them made, printed, I sourced all of the packaging, I've made them up myself, given them out to people, organised getting addresses off of people. I reached out to dress stores, I reached out to the wedding planners and organised that, and meeting with them, and it's made me feel much more capable of doing this on my own than I did before I'd started. I don't feel as overwhelmed by it, and I'm actually enjoying it a lot. So now I'm thinking, maybe it would be better to just I find what I want and get them involved 8 weeks before, which is partial planning, and have them just be the contact for all of my vendors that I've already found and hired, because that way I really don't have to deal with someone else's taste and opinions on like, oh, I think this would be better. I know what I want. Like, I have a very clear vision and I don't really want to budge, and so I will budge different versions of what I want to fit in my budget, fine, but I'm not going to change from like, this is not what we're having, but say we were having everything blue, I'm not going to change from having everything blue to having everything pink because someone else thinks that that's what will look good, because I like my sense of style and I know my sense of style, and so does Ben, and we're very much on the same page with our wedding completely. We actually sat down and went through my whole entire Pinterest boards, which was thousands of pins of wedding stuff, and then made just a board that was like, this is the vibe and colours and table settings and cakes and everything of our wedding all in one board, and we were totally on the same page. So, and we have been from the beginning. So I don't need someone else telling me that that's not going to work or that they prefer this. I don't care what you prefer. I'm the bride. Might Monica. Yeah, anyway, so what I'm doing now is I'm going back through. So when I first got engaged was a year ago, and around this time last year I went to a wedding fair with my parents, and obviously I was like taking photos of everything I like the look of, and then since then I've like got a lot of bridal magazines and I take photos of everything in those, and I now have so much stuff and I need to actually filter through it and see if there is actually anything in there that I would want to have and hire. And oh wow, it's very bright all of a sudden. That's a bit better. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm compiling a list, but I started the other day and I've written 5 pages already. So yeah, but that's what I'm going to carry on with today. I was going to film, but I really don't have the energy after yesterday. I really overdid it yesterday. I'm going to yawn now because I just said that. Yes, also I've got a few things I need to sell. I need to take pictures of those and post them. But also this little bag, how adorable, from a Regular Choice. I don't think I got it from a Regular Choice this time though. I think I got it from somewhere else. But anyway, I've used it once. This undoes from, like, it's like a popper. Sorry, from here. So that folds all the way to here. But this is an inner popper that's meant to go to there, and it's come out. I've used it once. Like literally the first time I used this, like look, the straps are still in their packaging. That's the first time I've used it and it's totally come off. Oh, I'm just sick of it with this company, man. Why do they have to make such cute stuff that I can't resist? Anyway, I need to email them about that because I don't even know like what they'll be able to do. Maybe they can just, I don't really want to like get rid of it, if you know what I mean. Like I still want the bag. I love the bag. But that's just not okay. They're expensive things. That's what I can't stand. Any of you are interested in buying my clothes though, I'm selling a few Lazy Oaf things. And then I'm selling a few other things just from random shops that I've bought. And I'm also selling these bad boys that are a Regular Choice. And not because I don't love them, I've got a pair. But at the time, I ordered a pair in 2 different sizes because I wasn't sure. And one size fits, the other size obviously doesn't. And so now I'm selling the size 41. Literally tried them on, barely tried them on. I don't think my feet fit in them. I think I needed the bigger size. But yeah, the company I got them from wouldn't take them back. It had gone past, it was in lockdown and they wouldn't take them back. They would only give me store credit and these were like 250 quid. So I'm gonna try and sell them. So if you would like them, hit me up. Yeah, let's go do some wedding stuff. I also need to eat. I feel really hungry. Right, so these are our save the dates. Let me get one out. It says, "A first love is the soul's purest kiss." And then it says, "Save the date, Benjamin Hamilton and Jessica Anstis are getting married. 10th of April 2021, formal invites to follow." And it's on a really thick card. That's slightly textured. I don't think my camera will pick it up, but yeah. And then the design was done by my brother, who is a graphic designer, and he made them. Like I knew exactly what I wanted, and I told him exactly what I wanted. I wanted cherry blossom, and I wanted it in this layout with a quote this side and then the details the other side and stuff. But yeah, he designed it, made these little cherry blossoms from scratch, and got them printed for us. And then I knew exactly how I wanted them packaged, which was in this vellum paper that I've got here, which is like, going to be really hard to show on camera, but it's like clear but not clear. And I've got to fold them into like jackets. I went with a jacket rather than an envelope. It was just my preference. And then they are tied with a string, and even the string I agonised over. This is the string, and it's actually got like a sparkle through it, and so I chose that because It's very earthy and woodlandy, which is, we're having a woodland wedding, but the sparkle through it was that bit of like whimsy and magical that I also want our wedding to have. So I thought, and I just felt like it was also very romantic, and it matched our wax seals, stamp seals. Here's one. They're actually like a really pale, shimmery, pearlescent-y, rose goldy pink. They look completely different in every light. They've actually got tulips on them, which we picked because it's a springtime flower and we're having a springtime wedding, but also tulips are Ben's favourite flower, so yeah, I really like that. And then here's one sat up on my desk that's going to be our one that we keep. Hoping you can kind of see the shimmer in the string and the stamp there. They obviously look better laying down because the bow obviously flops a bit when it's stood up, but yeah, I'm making these now and I'm going to film myself making a few. Yeah, that's it.
Give me your strength and show me your weakness. We're in this together now. We're in this together now. Give me your love and tell me yours.
Look how pretty. They're so precious. I'm so proud of them. Gorgeous. That's me. I'm the bride.
Secrets, 'cause we're in this together now. Yeah, we're in this together now. No, 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 no.
I've done my makeup and hair and I'm wearing a pretty dress because I'm going to 2 bridal stores today to try on wedding dresses. And I'm really nervous. I can't take you with me, but I'll update you when I'm home. And yeah, I'm taking Ben's mum and my maid of honour, my best friend, with me today because my mum couldn't make this one. And then I should have another one next week. So yeah, let's hope it goes well. Hey guys, let's talk wedding dresses. So I'm just going to run you down basically with all of it. I've been to 4 shops at this point. I'm not going to be going into too much detail about the exact dresses or about the shops I went to by name. But yeah, so I went to this one shop first, like a couple of months ago now, and I went with my mum and my little brother, because the rules at that point would only let you take 2 people, and it was in the middle of the week, and so yeah, that's who I went with. And the dresses were nice, but they weren't special or like wow enough for me. The service was absolutely lovely. I felt super comfortable. It was one of those shops where you're the only bride in there at the time, so that was really nice. I really liked that. I prefer that setup. Just felt super comfortable and easy that way. Yeah, the dresses were just nice, but nothing more, and none of them like took my breath away. So obviously I didn't leave with anything. I tried on like 10 dresses that first shop, which was not meant to happen. It said that normally you pick out like 3 and I picked out more than 3, and they also let me run over my time a bit, which is really sweet of them because they didn't have to do that. So yeah, I ended up trying on like 10 dresses. Then The second shop I went to was totally different. So it was a lot smaller. It was run by a husband and wife. It was much more local to me. And again, like, I definitely found there was one there that was my favourite I had tried on at that point. Like, I preferred it to any of the ones in the first shop, but it felt like an old fuddy-duddy version of what I was looking for, if that made sense. Like, it didn't, and it felt too much just like a standard bridal gown, and that's not what I want, because I'm not a standard bride. And yeah, there was only really two that we liked in that shop, and that day I went to two in one day, and the first one I went to both of them, sorry, on that second day with my mother-in-law to be and my maid of honour, and then we went to the second store of the same day, and again it was another one local, which is why I planned them both on the same day, because they're both so local. And the second one was the most like what I had been looking for. So it had like a lot of dresses that I thought were really special and more unique, and just more of the style that I want. And of course, the dress that I straight away went, that's the one I've got to try on, and it was on a mannequin, was the most expensive dress in the whole store. And I did try it on. I tried it on first and last, and it did make me cry. And I really loved it, and my entourage loved it, and yeah, it felt really special. And I think everyone else thought that I was crying because it was the one, but I kind of knew that it was more that I was crying because in that moment I realised that I can have what I want, that I can have my dream dress. It is out there, it does exist, and it also does exist in my size, in my price budget, like in my it suits me on, because all of the ones you like find online or on Pinterest, you don't always know if you're going to be able to get them where you live, or if they'll come in your size, or if they'll be in your budget, you know. So to be stood there in one that was the closest thing so far by a long shot to what I was looking for, that did fit beautifully, it did really suit me, the style as well, like I had thought it would and hoped it would, and was within my budget, just was overwhelming. And I got very emotional. But I also, actually, to be fair, I should say, I did get emotional in the first dress shop, because I put on this really lacy dress, and it was the first time they'd put a veil on me, and I got emotional then. And again, that wasn't because it was the one, it was because it hit me that I'm getting married, and that I'm going to be a bride, and that I'm marrying the love of my life, and I'm just a romantic, soppy person, okay? So I think all these shops get excited and think she's found the one because she's crying, but actually it wasn't that for either of them. But this one in that second store was in the second store on that day, was definitely the top. Like, that was the benchmark now, that's the baseline, that's where we go from. But I had booked in an appointment at another shop, which was today, so that's why I'm knackered and all my makeup's coming off from wearing a mask. Yeah, and I went to that today, and I must say, so like I said, the staff in the first shop were absolutely lovely, super helpful, I was super comfortable. The staff in the second shop were again super lovely, really nice, and I did feel comfortable. The staff in the third shop, the young lady that was serving me, like was fitting me, was a dream. But there was older ladies that worked in there that I'm presuming were like managers or store owners or something, and they were so pushy to the point where my mother-in-law actually asked them to leave because they were putting so much pressure on me to buy it then and there. And I understand the wedding industry's had a really hard time this year with the pandemic, but that's not going to make me buy a dress that's that expensive, you know. Like, it's not, like, I'm not the reason why the store's been struggling. So yeah, it was really uncomfortable towards the end because of that. And then today's shop, the ladies were lovely, really helpful, really friendly, I felt really comfortable. And I'd specifically booked this one, and I'd booked them in this order, and now I'm super glad I did. And I booked this one last out of the 4 because it seemed online to have the most amount of the style of dress that I want, and it's at a bit of a higher price point than any of the dresses I've been to. So I was hopeful in that department that maybe with a higher price point would be a different kind of dress. And yeah, I found a lot that I really loved in this shop today. I went just with my mother-in-law to be today. My mum unfortunately couldn't come, and yeah, it was so exciting and the least nervous I've been, because that dress at the last store opened my eyes and got me so emotional because I realised I can have what I want. Today was exciting because it was like, oh my god, I'm going to see loads of that style and loads of dresses that I'm going to love, where in every other shop there's been kind of like 1 or 2 that I've liked. And yeah, didn't disappoint in that department. There was loads that I loved and that were wow dresses and that were a bit unique, and that I personally have never been to a wedding where a bride's worn anything like it, which is what I want from my wedding dress. And yeah, I just have a really set idea of what I want and have for a really long time. So I'd really got to the point where I was starting to feel like I wasn't going to find that, or it didn't exist for me in my size or in my price, like I said. And it was lovely to realise that I was wrong in that sense, and so today was really exciting. But today was the worst for sizing. Most of their dresses in this shop that they had in for you to try on were a size 6, which is really disappointing to me. And I know it's like a big standard across the whole wedding industry that like bridal stores mostly hold like normally like a size 8 as the samples, when the UK average size of a woman is a size 16. So if the average woman is a size 16, that means that there are some above and there are some below, but on average that's what size the women in the UK are. So that's what size you should have in your store, because you can make them smaller with clamps for women that are smaller, and then for women that are bigger you can do, like, at the very least you should have a size 16 is what I'm trying to say. Like, to make it an 8, that just excludes so many people. And it's not the designers. You could be fooled into thinking it's the designers, but it's not, it's the stores, because the designers that I've come across so far, all of them at different price points go up to a size 32. So it's just the shops that don't have them there for you to try. And like today they tried to like hold one up to me and pin the sleeves to my bra and go like, oh, just imagine, like a paper doll, like just imagine it on. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to spend that amount on a garment when I can't even try it on to see what it looks like, because holding it up to you and having it on your body are 2 completely different things. Because also, not even just for the fit, it feels different. When you've got something on, you might realise, oh, that bit's really uncomfortable on me there, or that hits me in a really weird place and I don't like that, or I feel magical in this, like whatever it is, you can't get that when it's just held up to you. And they did try a couple of times to like convince me that I was going to fit in tiny sizes, like, oh no, it'll be fine, we'll just yank it over you. And actually I thought I'd be like mortified by that if that came up, and I thought I'd be really embarrassed and awkward about it, but I wasn't. But it was frustrating that like after I'd said like there's no way that's going to go on, they still wanted me to get undressed and step into it, and then I'd say no, it's not going to go up, and then they still want me to try yanking it up. You know, like, you can tell when you've stepped into a dress if it's going to go over your arse or not. Like, you can just tell. So the sizing was really, really disappointing. But one that did go on and did fit was the one that I have seen online that I've loved, that I've sent the picture around to everyone I know. And that as soon as I walked in, I was like, I have to try on that one there. I have to try on. So, and actually, once I saw them all lined up in our little room together, it was my favourite. So I got to try on my favourite, so that's amazing. And now that's become the new favourite. That has, I think, overtaken the dress from the last store, for me and for my mother-in-law. And yeah, it ticks every box in terms of like everything that I've been saying I want. But there is this one dress that I found at the very beginning when me and Ben first got engaged, and I've not been able to ever forget about it. Whereas most other dresses I've forgotten about, or I've found other ones I like more along the way. I keep going back to this one dress, and I can only find it stocked in one store. So I'm currently going backwards and forwards with that store to see what size they've got it in, and they keep trying to convince me to come and try it on, but it's quite a while away from me, and I want to know that it's not a size 6, because I'm not going all that way to not even be able to get it on. Because whilst I probably could go, oh, I love it, and hold it up to me and say I love it, I still don't know that I'd be comfortable putting down a deposit on an expensive item like that without trying it on, to be honest. So yeah, that's where I'm at in my wedding dress hunt. I'm really not being caught up in any of the stereotypes of like how many dresses you should try on, or what feeling you should have when it's the one, or what dress should suit a big bust or a girl my size, or what colour looks best on my pale skin, or any. I'm just literally, I know what I like and I know what I want, and so far I've not been wrong. All the dresses that I've picked out that I love have suited me, and I've had everyone say that. So yeah, that's really positive. And actually, yeah, I'm at the point now where I was really nervous the first couple of shops I went to. I'm not now. I'm enjoying it a lot more. And I just wish that every store would stock more sizes. And I know what they're saying about like, oh, you know, we can't afford blah blah blah. Yeah, but you could have like at least like that and a plus size option or something, like two ends of the spectrum, to at least get closer. Because this is what I said to my mother-in-law. I was like, if a size 8 had to try on a size 32, yeah, I'd probably wrap round them, but you know, you would be able to clamp it in everywhere and pin it in everywhere and make it look like it could fit. But a size 32 person is never going to get into a size 8 dress. That's just never going to happen. Like with me today, you know, you pull it up and you actually physically can't get it on. So what I'm saying is that you can still have it on if you're smaller and there was a bigger option for a dress, but the other way around doesn't work, and that's just, it's so unfair. And I think like all of these shops would make way more money if they just were more inclusive, because people of all shapes and sizes get married every day, every year, year in, year out, and they have to go somewhere for their dresses, and by excluding them, it's just not even good business sense, because like you've already got one. I just it's just also cruel, I think, because like if you're going to be a bride, you're going to want a bridal gown, and to cut people off of a certain size is just disgraceful, especially in 2020. Like in this day and age, it just shouldn't be happening. So yeah, it was a little disappointing size wise, but today was the first day that I got to try on a dress that ticked every box that I had said I wanted. And it is now my new favourite. So fingers crossed I can go and see this other dress to compare it. I will update you if and when I get to do that, or with whatever happens next. But yeah, that's where I'm at in the search for a wedding dress. So I haven't got one yet. And it's funny because I know like everything you read online and people you speak to say you need like 9 months, a year, 18 months to order your dress. You don't. You don't. And that's not, I don't want to like tell, if you're getting married in 2 weeks, like, yeah, that's cutting it fine. I'm not getting married in 2 weeks, but I'm also not getting married in a year. And people have, at the shops have tried to like put the fear in me of like, oh, if you leave today and don't do it, you might miss out completely. But then when I've called back up or whatever, I've inquired, it's still there and it's fine. So like, don't be put off if you're planning a wedding within a year. And also, like, they asked me today, you know, oh, your wedding's so soon, like, how comes you've not found a dress already? Is it because you moved your date because of the pandemic? I said, it's not because we moved our date, but it is because 6 months of this year we were shielding. Like, fully could not leave our house shielding for 6 months. So, and then when that was over, neither of us felt comfortable or safe with going anywhere still, and that extended to me going to wedding dress shops. It's only now that I feel comfortable to do that, and I still don't really feel comfortable doing it. I just know I have to, and obviously we're wearing masks and all the precautions are being in place, but yeah, you know, it can't be helped. I had to spend 6 months locked indoors. So yeah, that's where I'm at with my wedding dress journey, and I'll update you if anything happens next. I've done so much wedding stuff today that I feel totally burnt out. My brain is pure frazzled and I can't even, like, I'm trying to sit here and think about all the stuff I got done and I literally can't remember anything I did. That's where I'm at. So I'm going to fill out my planner. How cute is this colour? It's so weird. How bizarre. How bizarre. I'm going to fill out my little planner and then I'm going to go to bed. How cute is this planner? Ben got me it for Christmas as a Christmas present. Just going to be me. It's really good on the inside as well. It's a wellness planner. So cute. He knows me so well. And it's a lovely shade of pink. Anyway, good night. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, just before I go though, some exciting wedding stuff happened today. That's made me very happy. Yeah. We're still trying to remain really positive, and we do have backup plans in place for just in case anything happens and means that we can't do things the way we want to, or that we can only half do things the way we want to. We've got like plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But it's just nice. It's just still exciting. I'm still just trying to enjoy the process, you know, the wedding like planning process. I'm trying to enjoy it as much as possible. Forget the pandemic. I'm getting married. Hey, I put sun cream on my face so my skin looks weird. I am just filling out my planner. It's amazing, this one that Ben got me. I'll turn you around and show you. But there's like I do it on a Sunday night. You can fill out like your goals for the week and top priorities and all this stuff. Is just so good. I love it. It's like a wellness planner. He got me it for Christmas. So I'm just ticking off things that I've already done today. I just spoke with our church. Just had a very important wedding call. And I think it was really positive and I feel really reassured. So that's nice. Hey guys, it's Saturday. Terrible lighting all around. It's night time. Do you see how dark out it is? I don't feel great because I've just not been sleeping the last couple of days. I'm about to jump in the shower, but before I do, I just wanted to update you on a couple of things. And I've come into the office to try and clear up a bit. Yeah, what I was going to update you on is just that I've been feeling quite sad. I'm down. And it's about our wedding. I've heard like every other bride I've come across talking about going through like sadness and feeling a bit down and feeling a bit confused and lost and all these other things about planning a wedding in the middle of all the COVID stuff. And I felt quite lucky because I hadn't been feeling that way. I'd been feeling really positive and hopeful, and I'd just been planning ahead either way. But it's hit me out of nowhere this week, and that's why I didn't film anything yesterday. Like not anything of me anyway. I really didn't sleep Thursday night, so yesterday I felt particularly like crap, and yeah, it's just really like deciding what to do, and that's a really hard decision because it's like my heart wants different things, and also that everything is unknown. So at the moment we're being expected to make decisions when we don't know what everything will look like around our wedding at that time of the year. So it's really hard. Yeah, and I've just been feeling really quite sad about it all, and kind of feeling sad about the idea that like maybe our wedding won't be how I've always dreamt it. And it's funny because that might make me sound naive, but I'm not naive. I wasn't naive at all about the idea that our wedding would be different, but I've been okay with that until recently, and then literally this week out of nowhere I all of a sudden feel really sad, and it's kind of bringing me back to when I first got ill and felt like I had to have so much of what I dreamt of like snatched from me because of my health. I just feel like for someone my age I've experienced so much loss, and this is feeling like that this week. It might be strange, I don't know, but I feel like I'm almost mourning this dream of how my wedding would be, that I've had forever. And yeah, I haven't felt like that until now. So it's hard. It's really hard, difficult one. I'm gonna have a nice hot shower and wash my hair and try to relax a bit. But that's where I'm at today. Focus. There we go. Hi. I'm so nervous. I'm going for my first dress fitting today. Oh my god. And I've changed a lot of my dress because I really wanted it to be unique and exactly how I imagined it, and so she's done a lot of that, so I'm scared to see it. I'm just nervous. I'm hoping I'll get near and I'll get excited. I shouldn't have put chewing gum in my mouth before I did this. I'll try my hardest not to be super annoying. I literally thought that was my cat's ear. Anyway, so I think I've made the decision that I'm going to kind of post a really long vlog that's just all of my wedding planning, but not the actual planning. I'm going to do videos on how I've planned and all that stuff, and about dress shopping at my size, because a lot of people have asked for that. I'm going to do all of that separately, but just this vlog about how the process has been, mainly for me to watch back. But yes, so we're mid-March. We've had to change our date. The lockdown announcement came, was it 22nd of Feb, I think? And where everyone had told us, like, you'll be fine for your date, like, it will be fine, I'm sure. It wasn't. So, yeah, we decided that we're going to split the wedding and have, like, a ceremony. We'd already decided this, that we were going to have our ceremony with 15 guests, and then do our big reception next year. I know a lot of people have made the decision to kind of move to... Why is it not focusing on my face? To move to, like, later on this year. I feel like it's a safer bet just to do it next year. Like, that's just how we both feel, so that's what we've done. But I've essentially, at this point, I've planned about 5 weddings because of how much things have changed. And then what's happened most recently is, so we were planning a COVID-safe reception for 15 people, for our little 15 group, and it was going to be beautiful. And we were actually getting really excited about that, and at this point we're like not far off the wedding at all. And then it came out all through the wedding task force that was put together, because the government have done absolutely nothing to help out the wedding industry and couples who want to get married. The wedding task force were pestering and asking for more clarification on the rules around weddings, because they're really unclear and they've been really all over the place. And actually what they announced on the 22nd, they then came out later and said that they'd messed up and that something was wrong, and that actually you couldn't do that and it was stricter, and that then fucked over a load more people who had just changed their plans based on... So basically they've just been useless about weddings. And anyway, very recently the wedding task force were pestering someone and from the government, and it turns out that you can't have COVID safe receptions in April and possibly May for 15 guests or 30 guests, that it has to be, and the rules were that you could actually only get married in a religious building, which is so, like, that's just discrimination. And I'm actually getting married in church, but imagine if it was the other way around. They said, oh, all you religious people, yeah, you can't get married in your buildings. We're only going to allow it in a registry office. There'd be uproar. So I think that's been tackled already, and now that's maybe allowed. It's all so confusing. But receptions, they've now said, oh, no. Where we said, yeah, receptions for 15, that was what was on all of the graphics they spread out everywhere. It turns out it's not. You can only do it in a public building, and God, trying to find what buildings come under that is a nightmare. Or a public building, or a place that's been given special permission to be opened for that then. And turns out our one is not that, which is very confusing because we thought it was. So I'm literally back to square one again. I'm literally planning the 5th wedding that I've planned in a year. I'm trying to not, for the sake of my health, I'm trying to not be stressed about it. And I really have resigned myself to the fact that I'm doing this because I want to get married, and so is Ben. We just want to get married. So if I have to just come home and get into my pyjamas after getting married, and we'll get under a quilt on the sofa and watch our favourite movies and have our favourite food, then that's fine. And if we can go to a pub garden, like just with our parents or something, that's fine. Basically whatever. Now I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm getting married and that's all that matters, do you know? That's how I feel. We're getting married and that's what matters. I've got my dream outfit for the day. Like, my dress is incredible and my accessories are incredible, and he's gonna look amazing, and it is gonna be just amazing. So whatever happens afterwards, I just keep telling myself, what's the point of being stressed? I have no control over it. And trust me, I haven't been here this whole time. I've actually been too stressed to even pick up the camera and talk to you. But it was taking such a toll on my health that I had to make the conscious decision to just block it out and not let that happen. So yeah, that's where we're at. Basically in the unknown. The government have said they're going to put out another statement, because the wedding task force are pushing for them to let all COVID safe 15 receptions go ahead, because that's what they originally said, and that's what people have planned and spent money on and moved plans around. And it also doesn't make sense in terms of the virus, i.e. if I can be in one of these public buildings with 15 people and we're spread out and we've got masks on, why can't I do that in the venue I had? My venue that I was having the reception at as well is absolutely massive. It could fit like thousands of people in it, and we were going to be properly socially distanced with our seating and everything. It's all COVID safe, so it makes no sense. It's not logical. And same as like when 30 weddings, when it opens up so you can get married with 30 people, it's capped at 30 people, and yet you can go to an event and be with 10,000 people. That doesn't make sense. And churches have opened back up for worship, and we went to have our bands read, and there was so many people. Our church is huge. There was so many people in there, and yes, they were socially distanced, but I should then be allowed the same amount of people sat in the same places for my wedding. How is it any different? It's not. So I get why people are frustrated, but that is where we're at, and that's all I've got to say right now. So yeah, I'll update you when I know more. Look what turned up. It's our groomsmen, father of the bride, Ben's, like ties, pocket squares, and we got people these customised face masks. We were going to do customised ties. We couldn't really find exactly what we wanted, but then when we found it in masks, I was like, that's kind of even better, because it's a weird scenario that we're in anyway, so it's more unique, I guess, to do masks, and they match their ties. Hello, welcome to my sweaty face. Oh, my lens isn't open properly. There we are. Hello. I just went on Just Dance. It's Thursday. I woke up really, really depressed. And I was like, you know what lifts my mood? Dancing. So today's self-care was movement. And yeah, I think it's worked. I feel a little less dark. I have shown you this wall, haven't I, in this vlog? I feel like I have. If I haven't, look how amazing our feature wall is in our kitchen now that I've wanted since we lived here, since we like bought the house and moved in years ago. I'm just about to have one of these, and then I'm going to jump in the shower, wash my hair, and do a lot of like beauty prep, because tomorrow I've got my second wedding dress fitting, so I feel very nervous and anxious about it again. I'm trying to remain calm, but yeah, that's where I'm at. Hello, welcome to Friday. I got up at 5 AM to do my hair and makeup and get dressed, because I have got a dress fitting in my wedding dress, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to show you my outfit now, but I can't take you with me. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going on my second wedding dress fitting today. I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous, extra nervous, but I feel cute. I like my makeup today, my skin's not looking bad, so here's my outfit of the day. Jumper and ASOS skirt. And my shoes are so cute, let me show you them. Eee, and look at the sole.
Please move close to me. You love differently.
Hey guys, it's Sunday. So I just thought I'd do a little catch up. I've kind of filmed stuff today before filming myself, but so Friday was my dress fitting. It went really well. I cried because I just felt really beautiful, and I'm really happy with my dress, and it really is like my dream outfit, so yeah, I'm amazed.